their lifestyles, their fashions, their zeitgeists, their worldviews, but worldviews that don't, their philosophies that don't identify as religious necessarily. But they're alternative explanations to reality, about reality. They are alternative moral and ethical codes that exclude, that make the morality and the ethics of the Quran impossible to live by. The descriptions, the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are incompatible with these modern, postmodern understandings of so many of the modern, postmodern understandings of reality, that within themselves they demand an exclusion, and they won't identify themselves as religions. They would actually pose themselves as facts. They would pose themselves as unbiased, objective truths on the Day of Judgment, and they won't, therefore, because they're identifying themselves as such, their preaching is not seen as preaching. Their da'wah does not come off as da'wah. They have their missionary outlets, but they're not seen as missionary movements as such. On the Day of Judgment, all of that will be unveiled, and their reality as those religions and the people who fell for that and disbelieved as a result, they would say on the Day of Judgment, as will all disbelievers across all times in history, will say, رَبَّنَا أَرِنَا الَّذَيْنِ أَضَلَّانَا مِنَ الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ. Show us those of the jinn and the human beings who misled us, they misguided us. نَجْعَلْهُمَا تَحْتَ أَقْدَامِنَا. We will trample them under our feet.